All right, Liam, thanks. This morning, the Hampden County Sheriff's Department hosted its annual Honorary Deputy Sheriff's Breakfast to highlight the department's accomplishments over the past year. Western Mass News reporter Glenn Kittle has the story.
As sheriff of the county, I'm very proud of the work we're doing outside the fences of the facility. Inside the facilities, we know what we're doing. We do a very good job. We're nationally recognized. That's a major focus of the Sheriff's Office.
The Hampden County Sheriff's Office brought together the community and local leaders to celebrate their accomplishments and highlight goals for the future. Hampden County Sheriff Nick Kochi highlights community involvement and philanthropic work will play a key role in engaging with the community in 2023.
We're going to be in the community doing things, supporting the cities and towns that are maybe lacking some resources, whether it's from after-school activities with the children, working with the public school systems to help reduce dropout rates and to increase graduation rate, or if it's just simply community engagement.
Kochi also commented on the death of Tyree Nichols, who succumbed to his injuries after authorities say he was fatally assaulted by 5 former Memphis police officers. Kochi tells Western Mass News he's shocked by the events that were caught on camera.
My county is better than this. This Commonwealth is better than that. But this country is better than this type of behaviors. There is no place in law enforcement for actions and responses to an incident like that.
Kochi adds he plans on holding Hampden County deputies to the highest standards of excellence in order to improve law enforcement in the community.
We cannot allow people who don't have compassion, professionalism, respect, and the wherewithal how to execute those authorities and powers of their commonwealth or their state to get into our profession.
Reporting in Chicopee, Glenn Kittle, Western Mass News.